Hi everybody, it's Melissa. It's been a really long, hot minute since I've been on here. Allergies are going nuts, so you'll have to excuse my nasal congestion. Makes my already funny voice just even funnier. So yay! But anyway, have been extremely busy these days. The reason I'm not able to get on here as often as I used to is that I have my grandbaby about 3 days a week, and she keeps me busy. And so when she's not here, I'm usually exhausted. But then I have to, get groceries and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, there's just not been a lot of time in between all of that to film. And now, this month, we are starting what's going to end up being a pretty significant renovation on our house. So you guys pray for me there. Pray that we can get the best people with the best results for the best price. So, because you know how that can end up going. So anyway, we'll be doing that, and so I'm going to be very, very busy. But I just had to get on here and tell you guys, give you guys a little update on my planning system. Of course, I'm still using my personal wide. That's an always kind of thing. But I have started using this Erin Condren right here, because let me see if I can grab the other one real quick. Okay. I had ordered this one when they were doing the clearance on all of their 2022 stuff. This was just the monthly is all it is. It doesn't have... Oh, Kaya decided she wanted to plan. She is the only kid I would ever let get a hold of one of my planners. But anyway. So I got this for like $20. I got it. See, when did I start using it? There's May. Yeah, so I got it around May. Started using it because none of this was used. And it's just the monthly one. This is not the life planner. So you just have the month like this. And you do have this pre-planning page. And then it's just blank pages. So I just went in and bullet journaled and made my own weeklies and loved it. Absolutely loved doing this. I never had seen myself in a ring bound planner really. But what I liked about this is I realized I could put things in it that I needed to keep, like list of especially like with the house coming up, the things I wanted to do with the house, and then wish list and just all that kind of stuff. And I never throw it away, because when my ring planners, once that month is gone, I just take out the inserts and they're gone. But this is much better as far as a filing system goes. It's not perfect. I do have a separate Erin Condren health planner that I keep track of appointments and stuff like that in as well. It would be nice to have a spiral that encompassed all of that stuff. There's my little sticky notes. But anyway, so I just got into this, and I really, really, really started loving it. Decorated like, woohoo, pretty decorations. And so I decided that instead of using, you guys can see I use this quite a lot this month. Instead of using an A5 ring planner for 2023, even now I've put it away, even though I bought those beautiful cloth and paper inserts, which I did love. But what I did is, when Erin Condren launched her new planners, because I knew I would love an A5 in this. I just knew I would love an A5 in this. So I bought an A5, as you probably saw sitting there when we first opened up. So I bought this, and I love it. it is the perfect size. And I got the 18 months, so I got to start using it right away. See if it's this going into August, and then it goes all the way to December of 2023. And I did splurge. I got everything I wanted. I got my rose gold rings there. And this is foil. You can't really see it. This thing does not show up good on camera at all, the right colors. It's so much prettier in person than what you're seeing. But it has got rose gold foiling throughout it. And, you know, this. And now let me show you my favorite part. Move over a little bit. Let's see. Let's go over here so you can just see a blank one. See what a blank one looks like. Okay. There we go. Your weeks. Now, does anyone know what these weeks look like? Because if you're an Erin Condren person, you know that most of her stuff has always been, I think, horizontal. And hold on one second. Oh. Here we go. Had to grab something for you so you can see that comparison. So, since I decided not to use an A5 binder, I decided to use this A5. And so this is my binder that I've been using. And you see, this is the layout that I love from Cloth and Paper. Perfect layout. I love it. I can write easier on this. And I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed or what, but this layout is just perfect for me. This is what I have in my personal wide. It's what I have in my pocket planner. As a matter of fact, I just went on Cloth and Paper's webpage, and they've got all of their 2023 bundles on pre-order and on sale. And so I ordered 3 sets. I ordered for my personal wide, my A6, and my pocket planner, all in this layout. So this is what I'm going to use instead of my A5. This will be my big record keeping planner, and I love it. I really, really do love it. It is so beautiful. I mean, look at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's still, even though you've got this beautiful floral, which I love florals, these florals are very elegant, which I think is just perfect. I am not into the bright colors on my pages. I don't like primary colors at all. I like pastels and just beautiful soft and earth tones and things like that. Now, I do like these, but I was not a fan of, oops, she's upside down. Not a fan of the mid-century circles at all. Everybody, Erin Condren goes crazy. I wish I hadn't done that now. Gosh, so I won't even be using this one. And I already put some of my Halloweeny stickers on there, and they're so pretty. But anyway, I don't like the mid-century circles. They're huge with Erin Condren users. They love them, but I do not. But she has several options now for people who are, you know, a little bit more minimalist when it comes to their what they want their blank pages to start out looking like. And so I'm loving that. The fact that planner companies are expanding to, you know, meet more of their customers, you know, taste as well as functionality and that kind of thing. So I love this cover. This is one of a series that they had, and I am so sorry, but I cannot remember the young woman's name that does these, but she does several, and I loved every single one of them. And I'm planning on, no matter of fact, I have 2 huge orders that I will try to do an unboxing for you when I get them coming from Erin Condren with some I got several interchangeable covers, so that if I get bored, zoop, I pull one off and I put one on, and there's all sorts of things. So I'll definitely let you see, because I got a ton of accessories to go with the planner since I decided I am definitely using it. I have always used her A5 on-the-go folios. Love those. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you know what I'm talking about. I have several of those. I buy the books every year that go in them. They're great for note taking. They're great to take places with you. And you can just stuff a ton of stuff in them. So I really, really, really love those. And then I've also used have several of her planning packs that I love. For, who doesn't? If you're a planner or just a stationery girl, who doesn't love a ton of pens and great, things to carry your tons of pens in? Yeah. So anyway, now what I do have, I have several of her guided notebooks. I have a I'm sorry, my brain does not work anymore, guys. I'm broke. My brain is just broke. But I have several of her A5 guided notebooks. One of them is a gratitude journal, which I love, and it's so pretty. I have several of her gratitude journals, but this is the only one I have in the actual spiral. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the back. I love these covers. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then I also have this cover that I'm just kind of keeping because it came on this one, which is my Bible study one. And I wish we could get these with a lot more inserts, big chunky ones like these, because you run out really quick, unfortunately. But this is another of the planner covers that I'm just like, oh my gosh, these are just so beautiful. But they didn't have this cover with this notebook, so I just bought the cover separately. This is what this came with. And so I just took it off and took this one on. I love this. It's so pretty. It's got a really cool, 3D effect to it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I just love it. I just love it. So I will, can snap and use this on this sometimes if I get bored. And like I said, I ordered, I can't remember, I think it was like 3 or 4 new other covers to also interchange with it. Along with I don't even remember everything I got. So it'll be when we do an unboxing, it's going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. So that'll be fun. Okay. All right. So anyway, this is what I'm loving about this. I love this layout. Love it so, so much. So I've even got stuff already, written out for several months ahead. And look at this, guys. This, I was just like, oh, a vellum sheet that comes in it. And it's not just a plain piece of vellum like it's been in the past. It actually matches the inside of your planner. So, if you know Erin Condren, you get to choose different things. You get to choose your layout, whether you want vertical or horizontal. You get to choose the layout that's on the inside like this. You can get the mid-century circles. Or this year, I think it is it almost looks like washi tissue paper kind of thing. I can't remember what she calls it. Anyway, she has that in primary colors as well as muted colors. And then this one, which is, I'm like, this is beautiful. I love this. It's just enough. And I can still go in and throw down some stuff and do my thing, because I do love to, decorate. See, this one started in June, and of course I didn't get it then, so I didn't get to use the June part. But what you have, let's go over to a month for next year so I can actually show you what you have without me having already done something in it. Okay, so this is your last page to the previous month. So you have a note section. I usually write in this month's highlights and that kind of thing in there. And then you start out with, this is March, you start out with a beautiful dashboard. It says, when you find balance, you find peace. And then here is, and you can see with my hand, there's plenty. I think this is plenty of room to write on. This is as big as an A5 page. That's why it's an A5, duh. So it's exactly the same thing that would be in my ring planner, only it's in this, and this is much more easier to navigate. When you're left-handed, things can be kind of tough. So you can flip this over and do all kinds of things with it. And it does, I think you get to pick if you want holidays or not. And then this is your first page. This is Monday. And the big difference between the cloth and paper one and the Erin Condren one, Melissa has lots of stuff, obviously. Too much stuff. Okay, so the big difference here, ouch, I have a paper cut on my, right there on my little weenus of my hand. Oh my gosh, it hurts. So, you got your Monday start here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then got a little place where you can do notes or whatever you want to do there with the calendar. This one, normally I covered it up, has the calendar up here and your list of priorities, and then your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a little bit different layout, but still the same concept when it comes to how you're writing out your stuff. That's what I love. And of course, this, you have the Erin Condren paper that has a bit of a creamish color to it. What I love about Erin Condren's as well as cloth and paper, because they're close, they're not quite the same thing, but they're close to consistency. Cloth and papers is a little bit more smooth, but they both take ink so well. You'll find some papers just don't want to take ink at all. These, it just lets your pen go in and saturate, and your writing and everything looks absolutely beautiful in these. So, I mean, that's why I love both these companies. I didn't know what people were talking about before when they were always saying Erin Condren's paper, Erin Condren's paper. Now I'm like, what? What's Erin Condren's paper do? What's it been doing lately? But it really does. When you write on it, it just takes your ink beautifully. So you'll want to get a really nice pen to do it. I have several that I love, but these are my favorites, the Sarasa Dries. So I have several of these, and they are perfect for left-handed people, because when you write, no smudging. Is that not amazing? No smudging. You can even do, let me grab a highlighter. Highlighters over them. As soon as you write it down, and boom, no smudging. Best pens ever. And the saturation, everything is great. Now you want to make sure you get this kind. You want to make sure it's a Sarasa Dry, and I use a 0.5. Some of them come with 0.4s. To me, that's just a little bit, it seems more scratchy when you're going across the paper. It doesn't write as smoothly, and a 0.7 is just, I think it's just too big. I think 0.5 is your Goldilocks there. Why did they not make a 0.6? I don't know. I don't have that answer. They have 0.3, 0.25. But there's also a smaller version. I got a couple of those too. They're called Speedies. And they don't cost as much, but they have the same ink in them. They have the same Sarasa Dry ink in them. So that's a good thing. But I have these. I have several others that I love using. I just ordered some new ones that just came out from Cloth and Paper, and we'll see how they are. And then I also ordered some from Erin Condren that's brand new to her line, and I'm going to see how they are. I've not been impressed with her pens at all. I ordered a couple of the really beautiful ones that turn around and I sell them, because you can't, it's just a regular ballpoint pen, and the ink in it is not good at all, and you cannot find gel refills for them. If she ever makes one of those beautiful ballpoint pens where you can get an alternative gel refill that's a good gel ink, I will go for it. But until then, I'm just like, no, I'll stick with my other stuff that I know is great, even though I will try anything new because I love pens so much. So you have that, and then at the end of your month, I think it's that notes at the beginning of your month. What am I thinking? Where's it at? Where are you? Oh, it's right after it's right after your calendar page. You have this page. So this is so you can just write down like upcoming events, things that you want to highlight, a monthly, memory verses, if you do that kind of thing, whatever you can do with that. And then it goes into your weeks, which are just beautiful. At the end of the book, you have a few note pages, and this is where I've been putting different stuff in. But yeah, you have just a few. And then you got Let's Keep in Touch. So you got address book for people. See, heritage awareness and observances. Have a whole calendar. Oh, and this also comes with perpetual calendar, which I stuck in my personal wide planner. But you also get that when you order this. So this is a month. This is the year 2024, and if you can plan ahead that far, you can do some highlights there on each one, so you can kind of keep up with stuff. Beautiful stickers. I've used a couple, but not all. So you get 2 pages of this. Absolute gorgeous stickers, and these, you know, I actually have, like I said, the big included in the big order that I have ordered from her are several of her sticker books, because I love these kind. And then I had ordered this as well, just to go with it, sticky notes that match this. And they now have these where you can buy them for the A5 or the classic size, so that these are small enough that they don't stick out of your planner too terribly bad. And then you have a beautiful pocket here to store things. And then, of course, as always, you can use the back of these as dry erase. You've got dry erase pens. So I love it. I love it. I've been enjoying it so much more than I thought I would. It's really fun when you're a part of the planner community and you're trying to find different things. You can always find something fun and new to do. But I haven't changed my planner system, you know, as far as the sizes goes, in quite a while. So this is still the same size, just a different format. This is easier to carry. This is far more bulky. I can't bend this back, or I can, but if you do, I'm going to, you know, destroy my binders. But I do have stuff in here that I can't get, you know, excuse me, that's the good and bad part of it, is that you can take stuff out and put stuff in as you like. So, you know, if there's inserts that you want, you know, you guys know the deal. It's obvious. You can just do stuff. You know, put daily pages in here. This, unless you get the Daily Duo, this does not have daily pages. So there's just lots of different things you can do, and that's why I love ring planners. But all of those things that I need to keep in here, I can keep in my personal wide. So I've already got it all in there anyway. So this just acts as a calendar for appointments and things that you can, you know, because you can keep it, you can archive it. I didn't even say that right, I apologize. You can keep this forever if you choose to do so. And the thing about my ring planners are, when I do keep so much in them, that I never have more than 2-3 months of, you know, monthly inserts in there. So I don't keep the whole year in it. I, you know, just 2 to 3 months is all I put in there. And then the rest of the inserts are all the extras with medical information and things like that. So this, I have I have 18 months in my hand that I can flip to, or, you know, like I said, I've already got stuff in there that I know I'm going to be doing next year. For example, in April of next year, already got it booked. Me and my daughter, we're going to Joshua Tree. I'm so excited. It's so beautiful there. I've never been before. I have pictures galore of it, wallpapers on my phone and everything. I just love it so much. And the cool part is, and you oldie fogies may know, you know who I'm talking about, Graham Parsons. He's the musician that he actually died there. It was his favorite place in the world. And there's actually a little rock that you can go to, because one of the wildest stories in rock and roll history, Graham Parsons wanted to be cremated and have his ashes sprinkled across Joshua Tree because he loved it so much. His family's originally from the South. So when he passed away, his stepfather was going to have his remains taken out to Louisiana and buried there where his family is. Mainly they believe because Graham came from kind of a wealthy family and he was going to inherit his grandfather's estate, but he was the only one left that could. So his stepfather was kind of hoping he'd get the money, but he didn't. Luckily, I think it went to his sister or something. But so there was this big crazy thing where I probably told you guys this before because it just blows my mind. His road manager, he had told his road manager at a funeral of one of their friends that was just very, regular funeral type thing. He told him, do not let me be buried like this. He said, depending upon who dies first, he said, just burn my body and take my ashes and spread them across Joshua Tree. His road manager took that quite literally. He actually stole Graham Parsons' body from the morgue, actually, hospital morgue 1, put it in this old beat up hippie hearse, and they took his body out to Joshua Tree and set it on fire. I know I laughed, but it's just such a crazy, ironic story. I don't think there's a better story in rock and roll than that one. And he really wasn't a rock and roll guy. He was beautiful country music. I've never liked country. Very little country do I like. But Graham Parsons' music, I absolutely love. But anyway, they didn't get the whole thing cremated. There was some charred remains left when the cops arrived. And they got those remains and sent them to Louisiana. So he's got a grave there that not many people recognize. Most people, when they want to pay tribute to Graham Parsons, they go to the Joshua Tree. He passed away in a motel room there from a drug overdose, unfortunately, at 26 years old. There's the little motel is still there. We're going to go visit it. There's a memorial to him there. And it's just going to be a fantastic trip. I can't wait. It's going to be hard on the body, but I've got a couple of MRIs coming up to try and pinpoint some stuff. So I'm just hoping my body holds out till then, because I've got a big walker with some, believe it or not, it's a huge walker that's got off-road capability wheels, so that I can, if I can not get completely exhausted, I can push that walker out and go down some of the little trails there and everything. So anyway, that's my life. Bucket list stuff, girls. It's time to do some bucket list stuff. All right. So anyway, I hope you like this flip through. I've missed you guys. That's why I'm kind of talky today. Just saying hello. What's going on with you? What's new? What's happening? Oh, I do have one more thing to show you. Let's just let this be a nice long video. I bought that little pocket planner from I think it's Smartfee. I think's what it is. The little rose color one. It was like oil rubbed, just to see if I would like carrying a pocket planner with smaller rings. When I had the Moterm pocket planner, the rings were the 30mm rings, and that just did not work for me in my purse. I didn't like it. I sold it. So, but was still constantly fighting, deciding what do I want to do as my take it with me every day. Will it fit in my purse and not make my purse too heavy? Tried using an A6 for that, but my A6 was even too heavy. I just stuffed them up too big. So I'm like, okay, if I get a pocket planner with smaller rings, let's see if that will work. So that's what I did. And then ordered cloth and papers inserts to go in it. Absolutely loves it. Love it. Works perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I decided I was going to buy a Spek pocket size and, use that. I had got the cheaper one just to see if I would like it before I spent a lot of money. And I loved it. So I was going to go get a Spek, which is, if you just get a ready-made one, I think it's around $120, $125, maybe a little bit more. But I was checking out Mercari to see what they have. And one thing you will find that's hard to do these days, a lot of people have Speks and Gilios that not only do they they hold their resale value, put it that way, just like a car. They hold their resale value. So you almost will not ever find someone who's selling cheaper than what they paid for it, especially if it's a custom made. a lot of times they actually are asking more than what they paid for them in those cases. And sometimes people buy it, sometimes they won't. I personally will not. You have to show me a deal. Otherwise, if you're wanting the same amount for your used one that I could go and pay to get a new one, I'm going to buy the new one, okay? Just the way it is. So, but I was cruising on there. I found the perfect VDS pocket planner. And here she is. This color is called Violet, and it's the TM leather, which is what is on the Ready to Ship line, except for the new velvet croc that they have. So it's buffalo leather, still tough as nails, you know. Beautiful, beautiful color. It does have a little imperfection. Let's see that right there, and I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks like somebody has scuffed the leather maybe a little bit right there, which you're throwing it in and out of your purse. Hey, that can happen. But, you know, she has everything. She's got my, you know, big pocket right there. Secretarial pocket, place for my stuff. Got a slip pocket there. You've got a place for your change or whatever may have you. And then there is my other stuff. You know, license cards, all that. Then right there is my little planner. And it has the small rings. I think these are 19 millimeter rings. If anybody knows, correct me, because I do get things wrong. And so I put my purple Pentel pen in there, you know, just to match it, coordinate. I cut down some happy notes things. I think that's cute. And I got a few cute little decorations in here that I made. There's my today section. I made some of those. There's some I purchased. There's what came with it. There's a budget planner that I don't know if I'll use, med list, which I've got to do, but I love it. And this leather is a special order leather, the Violet. In order to get it, it's not even on the Spek page. In order to get it, you have to go on their fan page and ask for people to do a hide share with you. I don't know. I know they want at least 6. Sometimes they want a lot more, but you have to get people to do a hide share with you. So all of you have to agree that if the company orders the hide, you will purchase a planner made from the hide, and then send that to Petra, who is the owner, and then she does it. So that's what this is. This is one that is special order. It's not even on the special order page. You actually have to request it special. And I got it for $30. $30 for a Spek special order leather, and just absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I have ever been more pleased with myself. Ever. And to the wonderful lady that I purchased it from, if by chance you're watching this, thank you so much. Because this was a blessing. So that's my wallet. This is what goes in my purse all the time now. Made Melissa a happy girl. All right, guys. I think I got through here without my nose and everything being too ridiculous. I did take a nice shot of Dayquil. And, you know, I have recently had to purchase a new printer. Mine, I've had it for 3 years. It was one of the HP Envy 5000 series. I cannot say that it did not do its job, because it did. I used the heck out of my printers. You know, I mean the heck out of my printers. So I bought another Envy. This one's a little bit nicer, just to, you know, slight upscale so that I can keep up, you know, with my Insta ink and everything. And so I've enjoyed using that. But one thing your girl did, everybody's probably, if they saw me, they'd probably be like, are you nuts? I went and I bought an industrial business size guillotine paper cutter. I think I paid $179 for it. It cuts 400 pieces, up to 400 pieces of paper, clean and without any effort. Weighs a ton. So it's not like it's something I can be moving around everywhere. This is one part of it that you're seeing right here. It's taken up over half of my desk. But I can't move it anywhere just yet anyway. But I'm trying to figure out how to use it. I keep messing up. I'm very stupid when it comes to measurements and things. And this, you really have to actually do like math in your head. My head doesn't work, guys, so that's a hard thing to do. But I have to practice, and in the midst of practicing, I'm wasting tons of paper, and that's not fun because that costs money. So I'm working on it. You guys say a prayer for me. But part of my renovation that I'm trying to do is really get a nice strategic place for all of this stuff. And that's going to be difficult because one thing I don't want playing with this is my little baby girl, and soon, you know, we're going to have a grandson too soon. She gets in everything, and I mean everything. And I don't want her to cut her little fingers off. So, trying to figure that one out. I'm still working on some design issues. But, you know, I got most of it done. It's just figuring out the office space that I'm either going to use part of our dining room, because I really don't want to leave it all in here. I really do want to turn this spare room that I'm in right now into a spare bedroom for the babies, because they're going to need that. So, I got some figuring out to do. Got to do some ciphering. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've missed me because I've missed you. Leave me a comment. Let me know how things have been going with you. Anything new, what's up. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share me with your friends. I will see you next time. God bless you. Bye.